I'm bringing the
charcuterie board. Charcuterie board.
Did you just say charcuterie?
Yeah. Sean Connery. Welcome to another episode of
Bitches in the Kitchen. I'm Janet.
I'm Chris. And it's the holiday season. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to have the most amazing show up at the Christmas party holiday make and take. That sounds so cheesy. Anyway, we're
cheesy,
going to
cheesy,
a charcuterie board. 1 year ago, I never even heard of this stupid ass word. Now it's like in my Facebook feed.
I used the word and you called me out like I was talking a different language, or you were like, what the f is that? You're making that shit up.
Not quite that deep. Later that day, of course, she took the opportunity to Google me the word, send it to me in a text, and let me know that she was right. That's great. I'll bring the meat and cheese tray. Hi, I'm going to bring the charcuterie board. Bougie? You think?
Just sounds better. So it's top shelf. It's top shelf.
All right, so what does charcuterie mean?
I actually thought it was just another name for a beautiful meat and cheese tray, which of course it is not. Charcuterie is more about the process of smoking. So you can't just put bologna on a tray and call it charcuterie.
Okay, but based on the articles I've read and the things that I've researched, it has to look pretty. So today what we're going to do is we're going to actually create a beautiful charcuterie board and show you how to do it. Super simple, and you're going to be the hit of the party instead of bringing the meat and cheese from the local grocery store in a plastic black thing. The article I read said you could use a little cast iron, you could use glass, you could use wood.
Anything.
You could use anything. So that's cool too.
We're going to create the everything charcuterie. The beautiful board, the beautiful presentation, some beautiful, interesting ingredients, which we'll share obviously here in a minute. If you don't like what we've chosen, you just make it your own thing.
You don't even have to be super creative for this to turn out really beautiful. Janet's not super creative. We all know this. Just think about color and how the color will mix with the rest of what you have.
And think about aged, cured meats, because that is, the older they are and the more cured they are, the more authentic your charcuterie is. I'm going to give a quick shout out to our friend Pete, who made this board, probably one of the most precious and dear things that I've ever been gifted. It is so stunning. He's a woodworker. This was a practice.
Yeah.
This was his idea of, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I thought this would be a cool idea. That's how adept he is at creating beauty from wood. So
the other thing is, don't forget the wine while you're putting it together.
So the funny thing about this is Janet doesn't do cheese. And so I'm in the cheese aisle yesterday. I texted Chris when I was done and I was like, you're going to have so much fun because there are actually a lot of really cool cheeses out there and I don't even really do cheese.
Must have been something pretty special.
Pretty special.
A few of these, because this will go good.
Yeah. You probably want to have an assortment of things. I would bring a knife, some ramekins. I call this a ramekin. You can call this anything you want. So let's remember, at the heart of this, it's meat and cheese. So
you start with the cheese, according to the article I read.
And we're going to run out of room because this board is way smaller than the 9,276 things that we bought to share with you.
All right, now, so we have to start with cheese.
You love this. I bought this. Gourmet spreadable cheese, garlic, and herb.
Okay, but we're not serving it in that, are we?
We'll just put it out. This is a mini goat milk brie.
You got it beautifully, and you've got the knife. Shh. Look, I got suckered into this. This 4-piece set. Isn't that beautiful, though, for serving?
Yes.
Isn't that lovely?
I'm just going to cut this in like little wedges.
Yes,
like a
that's
little
what
pie.
you're supposed to do.
Okay.
You don't have to know how it is.
Cheese sculpture.
Okay, half that. See? Now we've got 4 pieces.
Creamy Havarti.
I love a good Havarti.
Sliced thin. There are no cubes on a charcuterie. No cubes on a charcuterie.
Excuse me.
If there's a cube, you're at a tailgate party.
This probably needs sampling. Pepper salami. How do they call that? Capoli?
Capicola.
Capicoli.
Or gabagool if you're Italian.
I will have the gabagool.
Mozzarella and prosciutto. We got the cheeses.
Mozzarella.
These are great.
Chipotle, cheddar. So this is not necessarily top. Now, what would you do with that? Because I'm afraid to roll it.
Just slice it in or triangle it. See, there you go. Like that.
Here. Your meat could hug my cheese. That's kind of pretty. Oh, look, it stands up. That one stands up very nicely.
Fine. So move your cheese.
Who moved my cheese?
Great book. Very great
Have
book.
you read that book?
It's a great book. Awesome book. So I'm going to lay a few of these flat. There's no wrong way to do
There
this.
isn't. Oh, I did. I knew I was missing something. Look at this one.
That one you could cut in cubes.
Champagne. What did I say about cubes?
I know. Some
Champagne cheddar cheese.
I'm over here trying to freaking organize here.
Here, we'll stagger.
It's not a Stratego board, for God's sake. Hey, that's wasting a good piece of cheese. We ain't gonna waste that.
Chris is going to assemble something beautiful. So if you are doubting your ability to create something beautiful, just make sure you are in the kitchen with somebody who is very confident about their vision.
Now we're moving on to the fun accessories. And this stuff is so simple. Chili fig spread.
So
we're going to add a little
actually.
bit of that. You know, the gift that everybody gets, like some basket from Hickory Farms or something like that. And it always has the little mustards or the little whatevers. Save that stuff because it's great for these kinds of particular
What, the
events.
little jars?
The little jars of mustards and the little jars of, you know, apple butters and things like that.
I forgot the
You
mustard.
forgot the mustard?
I did. I had one of those little babies too.
Here's the one thing that Chris's charcuterie board will always have. Mine's always going to have olives.
Supposed to have olives.
Let's get some figs. We got some grapes. I have some dried cranberries. Got to add some dried cranberries somewhere.
Yeah, and nuts.
I've got
Nuts go on there as well.
Got cashews and pecans. We want that, like that.
Yeah. It's a song, Beautiful Disaster.
These are called Parmesan crisps. In another video someday, I'm going to make Parmesan crisps for you because they're the easiest, best thing ever. Got a couple of Parmesan crisps.
I don't like Parmesan by itself.
It's suggested.
Now that looks like your Parmesan crisps.
Yep, it does.
So this is where a larger board would come in handy because we've run out of room for condiments.
Here, let's do this.
The other thing is you have to know when done is done.
Look, there is literally no wrong way to do this.
Whoops!
Watch the grapes. This would be beautiful to take to a party.
You could just put some toothpicks next to it.
Yep, little small forks, little plates.
I'm bringing the charcuterie
board. Charcuterie board.
Did you just say charcuterie?
Yeah, Sean Connery.
Charcuterie.
Oh, those are some good olives. This is the problem.
The problem is you have to get it to the party.
Yeah. So happy holidays. I hope that you found this helpful.
Tell us what your favorite thing is to take to a party. Hard, easy, it really doesn't matter. But clearly, we got excited over a grown-up meat and cheese board. There has to be something else out there that should make us equally as excited. New Year's is coming up, and lots of parties still to have fun with, or to be invited to, or to actually even host. So just create something. It's more about who comes through the door than what it is that you brought. Cheers with an empty glass. Good night, Gracie.
Welcome to another episode of...
No, more.
More what?
More you.
Okay.
You took my knife.
I'm just going to borrow it because it's behind the fucking
Here we
thing.
go.
I'm trying to make a set look like a set, like a professional. Yeah.
Well, then it shouldn't have a fucking empty bottle.